What's up, Algebra 2? Here we are with a 6B quiz review worksheet. Let's take a look at the left-hand side today. 6 times the cube root minus 3 equals 9. Okay, we're going to peel back the layers and get the root part by itself first. Then we're going to undo the root, and then we'll peel back the layers and get x by itself. So step 1 is going to be to add 3. 6 times this cube root equals 12. Okay, 6 times, so we're going to divide by 6. Cube root equals 2. How do we undo a cube root? We're going to undo the cube root by doing a cube. We're going to cube both sides. Cube and a cube root cancel out. We have 8x plus 2. 2 to the third power equals 8. So now we're down to the inside stuff. We're going to solve for x. 8x plus 2 equals 8. We're going to minus 2. 8x equals 6. And we're going to divide by 8. 6 over 8 is going to reduce to 3/4. Like, oh no, fraction. That's not possible. Alright, put that 3/4 back in. We can either mentally do it or we can do it with our calculator. 8 times 3/4. Okay, should give me 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. 2 times 6, that's 12. Minus 3 is 9. Okay, that was mentally. How about with our calculator? Okay, we might do 8 times 3/4. 3 divided by 4. Plus 2 is 8. Now cube root, we're going to go math. Cube root or x root. Cube root's just going to pop up with the 3 there. If you do the x root, okay, just to know where that is, then you might be able to use it for something else. We can type that 3 there and 8. Okay, we got 2. 6 times 2, hopefully we don't need a calculator for that, is 12, and minus 3 is 9. So even though it was a fraction, it's still checked out. So don't be scared of fractions, especially like nice normal fractions. If you get like 11/17, then maybe we need to worry. Alright, 1/3 power. Don't panic. 1/3 power, cube root, same thing. Okay, so we're going to solve it the same way. Minus 7 minus 7. We got this quantity to the 1/3 power. We're going to undo that 1/3 power by cubing both sides. Alright, 1/3 cubed is going to cancel out. And we'll have 6x minus 3. Negative 3 cubed. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Times negative 3 again, it's going to be negative 27. Negatives are okay with cube roots and 1/3 powers. Square roots and 4th roots, negatives are going to be a little bit more of a no-no. Alright, now we're going to add 3. Now this is tricky because my brain wants to go negative 30 and divide by 6 and get negative 5. But negative 27 plus 3, that's going to be negative 24. And now divide by 6, we get negative 4. Can't see that negative. There it is. Double check it. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Minus 3 more, we got negative 27. 1/3 power or cube root of negative 27. Hopefully we can reverse this over here and get that it's negative 3. Plus 7 equals 4. All right. So we had a cube root with a fraction, a cube root with a whole number, or an integer number. 1/4 power, or fourth root. Peel back those layers. We got a +5. Okay, fourth root. Now we're going to divide by 2. Alright, now to the fourth root here, to cancel out the 1/4 power or fourth root, we're going to go to the fourth power. Those will cancel. 8x plus 41 equals 81. So we got 8x plus 41 equals 81. Minus 41 from both sides. Divide by 8. X equals 5. Let's check it out. 5 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 41 is 81. 81 to the 1/4 power. Okay, hopefully we can kind of catch on here. 3 to the 4th is 81. The 1/4 power of 81 should take me back down to 3. Or we could use our calculator. 81, exponent key, 1 divided by 4. 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. It checks out. Okay, always good to just check your answers. Okay, either mentally with your calculator. If you want to give the answer of no solution, then you have to have all the work shown of why your answer that you got doesn't work. And that's what we got coming up next. A no solutions problem. We should be able to catch it in 2 separate spots. We'll talk about both of them. So we have 5 minus a fourth root equals 8. So step 1, we're going to minus 5. Now don't lose your negative. We got a negative fourth root of 8x plus 1 equals 3. So to get rid of a negative, you have to multiply both sides by -1 or divide both sides by -1. Negative times a negative will give me a positive fourth root. Alright, fourth root. Let's go to the 4th power to cancel that out. Pause. We should have caught this right here, Mr. Handke. Okay? Now, I know we just had a unit not too long ago where everything was plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. But this unit, we're just worried about the plus, the positives. Okay? For square roots and fourth roots, we're only worried about the positives. So, when we see a fourth root equals a negative, this is your first spot that you could say no solution. Okay? Fourth roots can't be a negative. So there's our first spot. So you could say no solution because fourth root equals a negative. Now let's say you didn't catch that. You didn't catch it. Okay, and now we're so excited. We're in a groove. We're going to go 4th power. 4th power. 8x plus 1 equals, that should be 81. Okay, -3 times -3 is positive 9. Times -3 a third time is -27. Times -3 the 4th time, positive 81. And we minus 1. Alright, we're so eager. We see it. We see it. It's a nice answer. I can see it. X equals 10. Oh, that's got to be right. X equals 10. Okay, and so I'm going to mentally check it. 8 times 10 is 80, plus 1 is 81. 4th root of 81 is 3, and of course 5 minus 3 is 8. No, 5 minus 3 is 2. So now we have to say no solution, and we got to prove why. You got to show why, though. Okay, so we're going to check it. You got to show your check of plugging that 10 in there. 8 times 10 plus 1 equals 8. And we said that was 81. 4th root of 81 was 3. And that is 2, which does not equal 8. No solution. Okay? So if you get a no solution, we probably could have caught it up here, where we had a negative answer for a square root or a 4th root. Now, cube roots, they can go negative. No problem there. They can go negative, no problem. But 4th roots and square roots, we're only interested in the positives. Okay? Last problem. This is our new one from Friday. Okay? X minus 3 equals a square root of 3x minus x squared. Alright, so we got 1x, 2x, we got 3 x's, and 2 of them are inside of a square root. This one's crazy. I would definitely check your answers at the end of this problem. Okay, so square root is already by itself, so that is nice about this problem. Square both sides. Square and a square root cancel out. 3x minus x squared over there on the right. On the left, you could either know the squaring pattern, x squared plus 9, multiply it together, x times negative 3 is negative 3x, double it, negative 6x goes in the middle. Or parentheses squared means to multiply something by itself. So let's write it down twice and multiply it out. X times x, we got x squared. X times minus 3, we got minus 3x. Here we have another minus 3x. And negative 3 times negative 3 is a plus 9. Alright, let's put those together. X squared minus 6x plus 9. Now, we have some x squareds. Our favorite solution here for x squareds is to do factoring. So let's get everything on the same side. Let's go plus x squared minus 3x (2x squared minus 9x plus 9 equals 0). Okay, a little magic x factoring. We got a number in the front, so we're going to go front times back. What multiplies to 18 and adds to negative 9? Negative 3 and negative 6. Now, because we did times 2, we got to come back and divide by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So we'll use that, x minus 3. Negative 3 halves, that doesn't come out nice. I cannot reduce it anymore. So then the bottom number goes up in front of x, 2x minus 3. Now we have something times something equals 0. This is the zero product property. What makes each one equal 0? That's the only way you can multiply two things together and get 0, is if you are actually multiplying by 0. So one of these needs to be 0. What would make this group equal 0? If x was 3. What would make this group equal 0? If x was positive 3 over 2. Okay, the trick with those is it's opposite of the back divided by the front. Positive 3 divided by 1. Positive 3 divided by 2. Now, we said we want to check these because there were 1, 2, 3 x's in this problem, and we had the square root of an x squared, so we got a lot of crazy stuff happening. So let's check them out. 3, if I put 3 in there, for all the x spots, we got 3 minus 3 on the left, square root of 3 times 3 minus 3 squared on the right. Right? 3, 3, 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. 9 minus 9 is also going to be 0. That one works. 3 is good. Alright, 3 halves or 1.5. If you like using 3 halves, go for it. If you want to use 1.5, go for it. 1.5 minus 3 equals square root 3 times 1.5 minus 1.5 squared. Okay, 1.5 minus 3, we got negative 1.5. Now already I'm kind of leaning towards this one's not going to work because I got a negative equals a square root. Now for the inside of this one, I would probably use my calculator. 3 times 1.5 minus 1.5 squared. 2.25. So we got a square root of 2.25. Okay, second, x squared, square root of 2.25 is 1.5. Does negative 1.5 equal positive 1.5? No. So I cross that one out, and we only take the x equals 3. Fun stuff. Where was it at? Right there. Alright, so take a look at that. Good work there. Your quiz should be pretty similar to that. Okay. And good luck on your quiz, and that should be pretty similar to your test as well. Alright. We'll see you next time.